morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar, and this is our 573rd video, baby. Yeah. Traders, this video is being filmed on April 15th for trading on April 16th. That is Friday, 2010. Here we are, Friday. Oh yes, before I go any further, don't forget, futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. And of course, trading futures is not suitable for every trading account. But that being said, we got some things we're looking at here on the board for trading on Friday. Traders, the euro currency appears ready for another drop. The euro currency is in a big bear flag right now. The dollar index is in a bull flag right now. So bull flag dollar index, bear flag euro currency, and the leader of the U.S. indices, the Dow Jones Transportation Average, is booming ahead. The chart is just booming ahead. And the Transportation Average has been in this huge parallel channel for quite some time, and it seems to be heading up towards the top of it. So traders, take a look at the charts I'm about to show you, because boy, oh boy, it's getting exciting out there. You know, of course, everyone thinks the S&P needs a pullback. The stock market's gone too far. But if it just keeps going up and everything points towards the upside, you got to just keep buying the dips until it does otherwise. You can't use your own opinion and try to tell a market where it's supposed to go based on what you think. You have to use technical analysis so that you can see where a market's going to go. You allow the market to tell you where it's going, and you try to follow along. And that is why we show you charts in each and every one of our videos. And with no further ado, let me show you some charts on those flags. Okay, traders, the first chart you're looking at this evening is the Euro currency June daily bar chart. Euro currency June daily bar chart. And as you can see, bear flags are commonplace lately in this Euro currency chart. Bear flag, breakdown. Bear flag, breakdown. Bear flag, breakdown expected. Even if we just get to the bottom of the bear flag, it's a bit of a breakdown for euro. It would have to come all the way down here just to test the bottom of the flag. Indicators in the euro currency appear to be bearish as well. So it's in a bear flag with bearish indicators telling us the euro is ripe to head back down again. Traders, let me show you a few of those indicators now. Okay, traders, sticking with the euro currency daily bar chart, this is what we call the CCI, or Commodity Channel Index indicator, and clearly it has gone up close enough to its overbought area and then started to turn down, and it is right here right now. That is a very bearish look, and it probably will continue. So that indicator is bearish. The CCI, let's look at another. Okay, traders, once again, sticking with the euro currency daily bar, this is the slow stochastic. And as you can see, when it gets up here, it begins to run into trouble. It has ran into trouble just like it did in the past, where then it broke down, and so did the market. Well, here we are. We have our little hook. Percent K and percent D are just about to cross, and that is a bearish signal. So the euro currency has a bearish formation with bearish indicators. And of course, what does that make the euro currency?
Bearish.
Bearish. Thank you. Okay, traders. So now you can see the euro currency is bearish. Let's go look at the dollar chart. Okay, traders, you've seen the euro currency chart a moment ago with the bear flags. Now look at the bull flag sitting on the dollar index. Big flag pole, nice flag, bounced off the bottom, had a smart up day yesterday. This evening is already heading up on Thursday evening for Friday. So that looks pretty strong, and it looks like at least up here if it doesn't blow through. So dollar index bullish, euro currency bearish. I think we have a trade scenario here, traders. Take a look at that one for yourselves. The next chart I'd like to show you is the leader of the U.S. indices, the Dow Jones Transportation Average. Okay, traders, the Dow Jones Transportation Average deemed the leader of U.S. indices. This parallel channel goes all the way back to March of 2009. March 2009 is when we had basically our V bottom was put in. This is what we call a parallel channel. It starts at that V bottom and comes all the way up to where you see it now. And the top parallel channel hits every spot on the way up including here. If you could look back further on the chart, it hits again, and it hits again, and it just keeps hitting. Same thing with the bottom. Since the V bottom in March, it keeps hitting the bottoms. Well, we've rallied from the bottom of this parallel channel, and we're really starting to make a steep run for the top. In fact, there's a new really skinny parallel channel developing, and boy, oh boy, is it parabolic. It's almost straight up. That is a parabolic move that we've seen in the leader, the transportation average. That means basically it's a cinch that the S&P will have to follow, and at some point have its own little parabolic run towards the upside. So we'll see what we're going to get out of the indices, but I'd say as long as we're following the leader, that's a bullish chart with a bullish look, and I will stay bullish until that turns, and then I'll follow it back down. Traders, do your own homework. Pull your charts, look for the flags in the euro and the dollar, and take a look at the leader, the transportation average, because boy, oh boy, is it doing its job lately, leading the markets around. So, traders, you see those charts I put out there for you, right? You can see the flags clearly in the dollar, the bull flag in the dollar, the bear flags in the euro currency. That usually creates a push down if you have bear flags. Bull flags usually give you the velocity to have an up move. So if we have euro currency looking bearish in a bear flag and dollar index looking bullish in a bull flag, you got to kind of go with that, especially when the indicators agree. So take a look for yourselves. And then, of course, you've seen that chart in the transportation average. Boy, oh boy, is that a good-looking chart. Let's hope it stays that way. We are still in buy the dips mode in the S&P and the stock market, and we are now selling rallies in the euro currency. Traders, make sure you've done your homework on that. If you agree with what we see here in the analysis, we have trades set up at our website, www.livewithoscar.com. You can see where we want to get in, where we'd like to take profit, and where we put our protective stops, because a stop, as we know, is your best friend, and never ever trade without stops. Traders, as far as stops are concerned, you're going to need them. That euro is vicious. You make sure you put them in, but you're going to need wide stops to trade that euro. All right, traders, that's about it. I'm going to get out of here. It's Thursday night, heading into Friday, and the markets look like they're going to rock and roll on Friday. We'll see what happens. All right, traders, come on down to the site. Come to our free chat rooms. Never trade alone. I keep that on my board all the time. Don't trade alone. Come on down to www.livewithoscar.com. Jump into the free chat rooms and allow us to teach you about the analysis that we show you in these videos. All right, traders, I'll see you soon. Make sure you keep your analysis. Did you hear what I just said? Woo! Let's start that one over. Let's make sure you keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help yourselves with that is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss.